Going on to you crabs out there. So for you, you have the Six of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and you crabs have the Magician. So there's somebody that basically is attractive, but you can only see an issue, right, with said person. This is probably the person from the past that I've been talking about that you have left behind, and that no matter whatever it is that they say, you crabs are very much so done with them. You don't want to have anything to do with them whatsoever, and you're putting it behind you, right? It's water up underneath the bridge, pretty much. The Nine of Pentacles and the Magician, you crabs are just thinking about bouncing back and doing the best that you possibly could with the best situation that you possibly have and how you can turn your situation around. So as a result of this, a lot of you are very much so still focusing on the things that are going to put you in a better position in life, while at the same time trying to get to know somebody romantically, right? Which is actually the most optimal thing for you to be able to do. You should be doing that. A lot of times when people don't prioritize love and motion in life, they end up missing out on one of those two things. And it's always a good thing to be able to walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. If a person wants love, but then they're too preoccupied with work, then it usually means that they have to kind of trim down that work a little bit, just so that they can actually have other things going on in their life, because it usually means that that workload is a little bit too much for them, right? It's too overwhelming. And the Magician right here represents how a lot of you crabs are working on, like I said before, manifesting the things that would seem like are impossible, to other people, but actually are right in range and right in bird's eye view, right, for you. Because the Magician is not just about like pulling a rabbit out of a hat, right? The Magician is also about like bringing things bringing ideas that are not necessarily physical, right? And then physically making those things actually appear in front of you. So it's a matter of going and getting those things that you've been wanting for a long time or for a while, that actually bring you peace, that maybe leverage your life, put you in a better position, and actually working for or putting yourself in a very good position to have those things and getting those things. And the Six of Wands and the Ten of Wands right here is about how with you right now, again, this is a triumphant story, because with you crabs, this is also about like standing or overstanding or standing on top of your trials and your tribulations and all of the things that are giving you a hard time. This more so tells a tale of you crabs much more conquering your fears, conquering the things that have been holding you back, and getting to places in your own life where it is that, what's up? That's my dog over there. What's up? Family first. Family before this. Everybody got to get their priorities in line. But anyway, so if I have to stop a video to go check my family and find out what's going on with my family, I will. Make no mistake about it. I'll turn this camera off quickly if I had to. But a lot of you crabs are very much so being triumphant and standing. This is about you standing over the difficulties that a lot of you crabs, you standing over a lot of difficulties that a lot of you crabs have been having for a while now. And as a result of this, a lot of you can say that you've conquered certain things and you've actually reached a certain milestone in your life that was really important to you, and you've accomplished this amazing goal that you wanted to accomplish for a long time. And like I said before, this is something that's really amazing to you. So a lot of you crabs are really just, again, y'all may have been making a list and like really crossing off the things off that list, right, of accomplishments that you wanna create for yourself. The Six of Wands and the Ten of Wands also represents what you're looking for as well. It also represents the kind of interaction in a relationship that you crabs want. You want something obviously that isn't boring, right? Because I know crabs, y'all want a little bit of drama with y'all relationship and stuff like this, but y'all want a little bit of drama. You want a little bit of excitement, but overall you want a very good, decent relationship. You want to feel like, not just feel, but you want there to actually really be an equitable exchange between the two of you, where it is a give and a take. It's not just about you just giving. It's not just only about them giving, right? It's about the two of you giving together, because there is a reward to be had from generosity as well. A lot of times people only perceive that, you're only going to be having fun if you only receive, if you only get something. You also get something if you give as well. That feeling of generosity, there's actually scientific studies on that. And if anybody would want me to post the evidence in the comment section below, let me know in the comment section on this video right here. Yeah, you actually gain something from being generous too. Once again, that's why it is that I'll be looking at people like they weird when they only want to get, and you crabs should too, because it's like, what is going on with that person, where all it is that they care about is gimme, but you don't ever want to give. It feels amazing to be able to actually help a person, but you're not necessarily looking for money. You're just doing it because the person may be down in a real bad way, and then you help this person, in a way not necessarily they may have asked for per se, right? I mean, although you could help them, but in a way that they needed legitimately, and there was no malice or malefic intent behind it, where you were doing it to stagnate the person even more. It was something where you legitimately wanted to do it, and you're not necessarily expecting to, or you're not really trying to like hold the person on some debt type stuff for all this amount of time or whatever. It's just that you just, you just trying to do it for the sake of helping them out. You also gain something out of that too. You gain something out of that too. You feel generous as well. You get a rush from that as well. So it's not just about just receiving and, I'm getting all these presents and I feel so amazing. Giving also gives you that same kind of rush that you do if you receive it as well. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of relationship that you want. It's not a transactional one as well. It's not something based upon the transaction. It's something based upon real love that the two of you have for one another. And the thing is that the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles right here is about how a lot of you will be patient in order to find that. When I get the Emperor now, I don't just think of a person who has a lot of power to their name, although they do have a lot of power to their name. This is also about an individual who has to be patient, who has to be strategic, right? And you crabs are very patient, the most patient zodiac sign, as a matter of fact. I've said this before in one of the best books of all time, right? The person says that at the end of the book, he says that the mightiest of all warriors are these two, time and patience, because it's the truth. Crabs, you rule patience, and Capricorn rule time. Crabs and goats. You know what I'm saying? And why that's important is because a lot of you are being strategic about and patient about how you meet others. You crabs are not upset. You're not, okay, you are a little bit upset, but you're not angry. You're not lashing out, of course, right? This is you crabs very much so learning how to be more strategic when it comes to getting to know brand new people. You realize that, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's not going to happen overnight where, you know, you are in a situation where you're talking to somebody and, you know, you've reached milestones and you're getting to know the person and, you know, y'all have essentially good chemistry and, you know, y'all actually want to be with one another. You crabs realize that it's going to take a little bit of patience. You're going to have to stay patient. You're going to have to get to know the person, right? The person, it also comes down to a person's ability, right, to be in a relationship themselves. They have social skills, right? It also comes down to, are these people open to a relationship in the first place, you know? Because, you know, at the end of the day, this is why it is that I get on people who, you know, kind of give people a little bit of a hard time, who claim that they shy. And me and my family members was talking about this the other day, that's shy, and they agreed too. And I didn't even tell them about it, but they said the same thing that I was saying, that like that shy stuff isn't going to cut it in a relationship like that, because you can't claim to be shy and actually have a good relationship. Because what you being shy actually is, as far as the relationship goes, is you're really shutting down the other person. You're giving an excuse up front as to why you're not going to do anything for the person. And that's another reason, that's just another game that a person can play when it comes to, like, you know, making sure that they get the maximum of whatever they can drain out of you, while at the same time they give the minimum or nothing at all, or very little. And you sign up to it because they put it out there up front. You think that they're being fair with you because they put it out there up front that, like, you know, they're shy, right? And the way that they spun the narrative was, they were spinning it like, because they're shy, they're not going to do anything, right? And that doesn't have anything to do with it at all. Shy people are eventually supposed to stop being shy once the trust is established more and more. So this is why it is that I don't respect, like, I respect it, but like, I respect that shy stuff when somebody tells me that they're shy, because I have a healthy respect for everybody, but like, I don't take it seriously like that, because what does shyness look like in a relationship though? Like, what does that look like? You know, like, imagine your partner's trying to, I don't know, like, imagine your partner is trying to kiss your shoulders or kiss your neck or something like that. What are you going to do? You're supposed to know that I'm shy. It's like, okay, all right. You keep shutting down your partner. Your partner's eventually going to be like, since you always shy, how about we just break up, okay? So a lot of you crabs are very much so just patient, right? And you're looking to actually find the right one, and you're learning how to have a lot more fun when it comes to, like, dating, right? You're not, see, part of what makes it so that you can't find a good significant other is the stress of it all. It's the tightness of it all when you're dating. It's the oh my gosh, you know, the tightness. It's the anxiety behind it, right? You have to, when it comes to dating, right? And I mean spiritually, you have to learn to be loose. I'm not saying be loose with your body or anything like that, but I mean be loose in the sense that you're not as rigid, right? Like, you're not as like caught up. You're not as like rigid, you know? You're in a situation where, like, you can be a little bit malleable, flexible, right? You can be mutable sexually, because, adaptable, because what happens is that a lot of the times dating is not going to go 100% the way that you think, right? It's not going to. So you have to learn how to adapt and how to be versatile with that, right? How to essentially have social skills. And I'm not saying that, see, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you crabs don't have social skills. But what I'm trying to say about that is the understanding of the game. This is what I've been preparing y'all for. The understanding of the game and understanding how to, take conflict and difficulties when people give you a difficult time is essentially half of dating, basically, because half of the time people going to be playing games with you. The majority of the time people going to be playing games with you. But when you develop the skills to not stress yourself out the way that you used to, stay patient, be loose, not too loose, but loose enough to actually have social skills, open up, get to know the person, see things as well. Because when you so tight and you're only thinking about defense, which is to be shy and to be conservative and stuff like this, and to keep yourself safe, you don't see the issues or the writing on the wall for some people because you're so worried about this. So you have to, everything has its place, right? So the thing is that the Ace of Swords right here is about how, and it's making your mind sharper because of the fact that you're learning how to be mutable, right? You're learning how to be versatile. You're learning that you can take many different shapes and forms, right? And it doesn't have anything to do with you being a chameleon. You crabs are not being fake at all. Quite the contrary, as a matter of fact. You crabs are actually learning with time and experience and wisdom, right? That what you're capable of, and that you are capable of like going up to somebody, talking to them, and then if they tell you no, not being stressed out about it or not letting that ruin your day or night. You can actually move forward and talk to somebody else. So the Eight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles right here is about how you just, honestly speaking, a lot of you right now, you just, I don't know, if I'm being really just transparent, right? Bam, no chaser. A lot of you crabs just feel like there's a huge weight off of your shoulders right now. And that you're surprised at how far you crabs have come, where, this is almost like, this is very much so with the Emperor for you crabs. This is very much so enjoyable for a lot of you. And like I said, with the huge weight that's been taken off your shoulders, and you crabs are handling your business as far as accomplishing certain goals, but you're also leaving room for love and you're open to it. You crabs have really put yourselves in an advantageous seat, because, like I said, it's always a good thing to be able to, get everything that you want to get done, but at the same time, still really genuinely be open for love in the first place. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. You have the Two of Wands, the Strength, the Seven of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and then you have the Queen of Cups for you crabs. So the Two of Wands and the Strength card right here for you represent this represents right here how a lot of you, how do I say this? Okay. So someone is basically going to have to just come forward. They're gonna have to be more, what was I going to say? They're going to have to be more direct with you about what they want. I don't necessarily see that you are going to accept someone that's scared, right? Again, because it goes back to that shy stuff, right? Like you're not gonna, a person is not gonna be in a functional relationship talking about they shy. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. It's impossible, because being shy is just going to shut down every single thing that what a relationship is supposed to be. So it's not even going to be a relationship anymore. So the Seven of Swords is that, yeah, like no more of that shy stuff, no more of that, a person trying not to interact with you by any means. And it's like they're just coming up with excuses for it. It's like, listen, even if you're shy, who cares? Step out of your shyness. You're going to have to anyway, right? They're going to have to anyway if they're going to be in a relationship with you, because they can't be shy and go out on dates. You asking them questions, they asking you questions. You can't be shy doing that, because shyness is anxiety, social anxiety. You're too scared to actually talk to somebody and get to know them and everything like that, because the person sees danger lurking around every corner. Can't be so cautious like that. You do have to take risks. There's risks with everything that you do. So the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups is about, yes, like you want to be able to actually, be free in a relationship. But when I say freedom, I'm not necessarily talking about like go off and talk to other people and, be a big flirt and stuff like that. I'm talking about be free in a sense that live out a purpose while you're in a relationship, and the person does that very same thing, and it's not something where like you feel guilty about it, or you crabs, you feel like you're out of place. This is a relationship that works. This person has your back, you have theirs, and this person legitimately cares about you. That's what it is that you are looking for. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.